Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Great, guys, come. So when you're waiting for this class to start, you can come into your child's pose already, or you can come into your downward dog and have a bit of a wiggle, okay? So come stand at the front of your mat. So just standing, feet are hip distance apart, and then begin to roll down along your spine. And just check in. Rounding down. And then bend your knees when you're all the way down and slowly round back up. When your hands are near your thighs, reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together. And then lower your arms down. And again, rounding down through your spine. Bend your knees. Push your feet into the floor. On the way back up, hands near your thighs. Reach your arms up. Palms come together. Nice, one last time. Slowly rolling down. Maybe try and touch the floor if that feels like something that's good for you today. Just notice just leaning into the spine a little bit. Nice. Bend your knees, reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together, looking up. And then bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, your knees are bent. Tuck your chin in, draw your forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lengthen your spine. And look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your right leg long and step it back into a lunge. Step back into your plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Bring your fingers wider than your mat. Tuck your chin in, lift your toes off the floor and draw backwards. Really keep your chin tucked in. You're just listening to your spine. Lowering down, hands to the floor, push back into your cat, all the way back into your downward dog. Have a bit of a wiggle. Just finding your body this morning, connecting in. Stretch the right foot up towards the ceiling, reaching high, and step the right foot forward between your hands. Step forward, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins, lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left leg long, step it back. Step your right leg back, plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Rise, so fingers are wide, toes are lifted, chin is tucked in. Lowering down, hands to the floor, push back into your cat, all the way back into your downward dog. Use your downward dog as kind of a moment to collect yourself. Maybe come up onto your toes, drop your heels down. Toes and heels. Stretch your left foot up towards the ceiling. Step your left foot forward. Step forward. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. And bring your hands all the way down in front of your chest. Nice. So reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, interlock your fingers, and then lean to the right. So you're side bending into the torso. So you're leaning to the right, and then lean to the left. Lean to the right. Really noticing how your rib cage gives. And then lean to the left. One more time. Lean to the right. Lean to the left. Super cool. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your right leg long, step it back. Drop your right knee to the floor. Bring your left hand to your left knee, rising up. And then interlock your fingers and bring your hands behind the back of your head. And just really slowly draw the right elbow down towards the right. And then draw the left elbow down towards the left. So there's not much movement here. It's more balancing. And it's more this sense of just meeting the sides of the body. What is the possibility of movement? As soon as we include the arms, we tend to really get interested in what the arms are doing, but here we're just in pure rib side bending. So just listen. What is possible as I gently wave my elbows slightly from side to side, or just feel into the sides of your body. Nice. Release your hands, bring your right elbow forward onto the left knee, and then look over your left shoulder and lean into your hips. Bring your left hand behind your back, and you can tuck it in around the back of your right hip. Nice. Both hands to the floor, stretch your back leg, step back into your plank. Drop your knees to the floor, lower all the way down. Hands wide, toes lift, tuck your chin under, rise. Lowering down, push back. And here in your cat pose, look over your right shoulder. And look over your left shoulder. And look over your right shoulder. And look over your left shoulder. Nice. Push back into your downward dog, stretching back, lengthening back. Super. Stretch the right foot up towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee. And then draw your right knee forward to your right elbow. Stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling, reaching high. Bend your right knee and draw your right knee forward to your right elbow. Nice. Bring both feet to the floor. Lengthen. Step the right foot forward between your hands. So turn your back foot so it's at a 45-degree angle. So you're in a lunge position with your legs. And yesterday we were looking at this bow and arrow thing. So we're going to start using that bow and arrow thing. So bring both fingertips to the floor. And then draw the left elbow back until your fist is resting just beside your chest. And then imagine you just pulled the bow of an arrow and slowly begin to rise. But your fist and your hand are deeply connected. So as your hand rises, your elbow has to drop and you have to really feel like your arms are connected as you point upwards. Nice. Slowly point your arrow down. Feeling the connection between both arms. Bring both hands to the floor, fingertips. Draw the right elbow back, making a fist out of the right hand. And then slowly rising up, feeling both arms are connected. Pausing wherever you feel is enough for your spine. Really feel the arrow, that pulling back of the bow. Nice. Both hands to the floor, both fingertips down, and then pull both elbows back. And then bring both hands to the floor. Turn your back foot, hop forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Interlock your fingers and lean towards the left. And back to center. And lean towards the right. Lean towards the left. And lean towards the right. I've lost count. One more time. Lean towards the left. And lean towards the right. Super cool. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left leg long behind you. Step it back. Drop your left knee to the floor. Bring your right hand to your right knee, rise up. Interlock your fingers and bring your hands behind the back of your head. Draw your elbows back and then very gently just sway your elbows from side to side. Drop your elbow down on one side. There's really not much movement here. It's about balancing as you side bend. These are functional movements. So you're in motion, stabilizing. Really slowly listen to your body. So one small little strengthening at a time. That's all we want. Nice. Release your arms. Bring your left elbow to your right thigh. Bring your right hand either to your hip or put it in around the back of your left hip. And then bend your front knee a little bit more and look over your right shoulder. Nice. Bring both hands to the floor. Stretch your back leg. Step back into your plank. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Lower all the way down. So your hands are underneath your chest still. You're not bringing them wide yet. And then just lift and look over your right shoulder, back towards your right foot. And then lowering down, swoop low. And look over your left shoulder. So look back towards your left foot. And swoop low. Reach your arms out forward in front of you. Lift your toes, lift your hands. Lower them down. Lift your toes, lift your hands. And lowering them down. Lift your toes, lift your hands. Lowering them down. One more time. We'll hold it. Lift. And just, it's not about finding the hardest version of this. It's like, where do you feel like Superman or Superwoman? You know, where is the zone of, there's always that song, believe it or not, so just kind of feel like your own inner superhero right now. Not the hardest version of this, but the smoothest, deepest, most connected version. Awesome. Bend your elbows. Push your hands into the floor. Drop your head down and push back. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Look over your right shoulder. And look over your left shoulder. So strength, the building of strength is really slow and progressive. It's not like, oh, pick up the biggest, heaviest weight you can. It's about this progressive leaning into something. That's what we're doing. We're just progressively over the month leaning into more weight, more strength, more tone. So hands are underneath your shoulders, and then just do the shoulder shrug, squeeze your shoulders back, push your shoulders forward. So I'm not moving my spine as such. My shoulders are gliding forward and backwards, and my arms are staying straight. Keep your arms really straight. It'll make more sense in a minute. Nice. So walk your hands one handprint forward. So my hips come a little bit forward, but I'm not banana backing in any way. My bum is still back behind me. And then shoulder shrug here. Just up and down. Nice. Walk your hands back until they're underneath your shoulders. Stay here. Or stretch your legs into a plank and do your shoulder shrug. Really decide, if you have an injury to your shoulder, then stop. If you feel like this is wholesome, then just continue. 2 more. Whew. Drop your knees down. Push back into your downward dog. Have a bit of a wiggle. Nice. Stretch the left foot up towards the ceiling. Bend your left knee. Draw your left knee forward to your left elbow. Stretch your left leg up and back behind you. Bend your left knee. Draw your left knee forward to your left elbow. One last time. Stretch it up and back. Bend your knee. And this time step it forward between your hands. Turn your back foot 45-degree angle. Bring both sets of fingertips to the floor. Draw your right elbow back till your hand is beside your chest. With your bow and arrow. I really feel like such a hunter when I do this. Like being Amazonian. I really feel like you're drawing your bow back, you're ready. So my arm, the arrow is really long and my bow is really connected. Slowly lowering down, both fingers forward. Other side, draw your left elbow back. Slowly, because you're twisted, go slowly, listen. Go as far as you can. Keep reaching through your arrow, keep pulling through your bow. Nice. Lower both hands down. Pull both back. Nice. Both down to the floor. And from here, step back into your downward dog. Nice. Just stretching back. And drop both knees to the floor. Take your right hand and dive it underneath your left armpit. Shoulder down to the floor. Really feel a widening through your shoulders, the connection into the floor. Nice, other side. Dive with your left hand underneath your right armpit. Nice, and coming all the way up. Come sit on your mat. So start with your legs long in front of you, and then bend your knees so that it's a far away soles of your feet together. So there's 2 feet between my heels and my pubic bone, and my feet, there's a small amount of space between my feet. So this movement here, there's loads of different ways we can make it harder, or there's loads of different ways that you can make this easier for yourself. So remember that. Take on what you need to. So you're gonna lean back. And as you lean back, you're just going to feel that your belly engages. You're like, oh yeah, I can feel my belly engage. And then draw your left elbow back and then reach with your right hand over in front of the left shin. So I've landed on my right foot and my right hand is reaching over towards the left. And then lean back, both elbows come back. And then rock your left hand over towards the right side and my left foot has come to stand. Just do that. Lean back, and then right hand towards the left. Lean back. So to make this stronger, there's a few different ways. One is that when you lean back, lift your feet. And then lean forward, draw that elbow back, and you're trying to lengthen your spine as you reach forward. Lean back, lift your feet, forward. Really feel your elbow that pulls back has this incredible connection to your spine and your torso. Lean back, lift, lean forward, pull back and lengthen. One more time each side. Lift, forward, lift, forward. Next time we're going to go to the left with our right hand, so way over towards the left. So up, and then draw your left elbow back, and then try and touch the floor, but keep your right foot standing and try and touch the floor. So there's kind of balance going on here as well. Come back, lift your feet, and then bring your left hand over to touch the floor on the right. Left foot stays standing. So there's something going on over there in the left side when you're doing that. And then back, and then just rock over towards the left with your right hand, and over towards the right with your left hand. I really feel like maybe you're lengthening your spine as you're doing this. You're getting taller. That elbow pulling back really gives you a sense of tone and connection into the chest. One more time each side. Awesome job. Cool. Stretch both legs wide. Sit up tall. And just lift one bum. Lift the other bum. Lift one bum. Lift the other bum. Nice. Turn. Oh, bring both hands forward. Turn towards the right hand side and bring your right hand to the floor beside your hip, and then slide your left hand down your right leg and drop your forehead down in the direction of your knee. But let the left hand be really lengthening. So you have the sense of stretching out and lengthening into the left arm. Nice. Coming up. Bring both hands forward. Turn towards the left. Bring your left hand down. Slide your right hand down. Drop your head down in the direction of your knee. And let your right arm be searching down towards the left. Nice. And coming up. So bend your knees and then bring your feet, so both feet are over towards the right and you're in zigzag. So your knees are to the left and your feet are to the right. Bring your left hand to the floor, and then you're going to bring your belly to your left thigh and then reach your right hand way out forward and drop your head down, and you're almost crawling your right hand more and more forward. My left hand is supporting my body weight. So my left hand is a little bit back from the left knee. I'm just resting my belly down onto my thigh as I reach my right hand more and more forward. Nice. Other side. Slide your hand back. Change. Lift your feet up maybe. Swing them over. Drop them down. Zigzag to the right with your knees. Bring your right hand to the floor, maybe on a foot back from your right knee. Reach the left hand forward. Bring your belly down to your thigh and walk your left hand more and more forward. And really let the weight of your body drop into your thigh, your hip, your knee. But listen to your knee. There should be no sharp pain, no discomfort in your knee. Walk your hand a little bit more. Super awesome. Come all the way up. And either come rest on your back or come into your child's pose. Find your resting, coming down, either bending your elbows or having your arms long, or just find the place where you rest. Super. So slowly, doing whatever it is that you do, find your way. Nice. And then in your own time, doing whatever way you do. If you've done this in the morning, you're going to jog off into your day. If you've done this in the evening, then you're probably going to go to bed soon. Great. So it was a great day, just to say. So great, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Amazing. Great. Lovely. Bye.